All right, just so we're all on the same page about what our government knew and what they were lying about the entire time. I'm not going to give any of my opinions. I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm just going to read this document as is. It's here on the screen. You can read it yourself. You can fact check it, whatever. But here we go. This is from October of 2020. It is captioned Confidential Human Source. CHS was asked by the handling agent about information he or she may be aware of related to improper domestic or foreign influence over the electoral process in the U.S. CHS already provided some of this information documented in previous reports, but he or she expanded on several matters as described below. Now, this part's redacted, but it says Harvard Law professor Alan Dershowitz, CHS learned that Dershowitz influenced many students from wealthy families. For example, Josh Kushner and Jared Kushner were both his students. Dershowitz told CHS that if he were young again, he would be holding a stun gun as an Israeli intelligence Mossad agent. CHS believed that Dershowitz was co opted by Mossad and subscribed to their mission. CHS still continues to communicate occasionally for Dershowitz. Jeffrey Epstein was represented by Dershowitz, and so was Donald Trump, by the way. Jeffrey E. was represented by Dershowitz. CHS remembered Dershowitz tell Alex Acosta, U.S. Attorney of Southern District of Florida at the time, that E belonged to both U.S. and Allied intelligence services. CHS shared phone calls between Dershowitz and E, during which he took notes. After these calls, Mossad would then call Dershowitz to debrief. E was close to the former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, and trained as a spy under him. Barak believed Netanyahu was a criminal. Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the UAE are allied against Qatar, Turkey, Iran, and Syria. One of CHS's, redacted, who presumably worked, redacted, asked CHS a lot of questions about E. CHS became convinced that E was a co opted Mossad agent. Now, should we go back and look at all the testimony everybody gave and all the official statements that are on the record from all of our elected officials and from anybody within intelligence of the FBI? Like I said, I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm not going to say how I feel at the moment, but this is something that everybody needs to know.